Ni hao ma. Guten Morgen. ¿Cómo allez-vous? Morning, everybody. How are you? Another good day to be a currency trader. 1st of November, and I can't believe it, but it's Wednesday. Must be Fed meeting day. You know what? I should probably upload that, huh? I got a picture somewhere. Life is great, life is good. I should pop it up there. I should email it to me and download it or something. Come on, let's see if I can find it quickly. Yeah. It's not the best picture in the world. Cool. Fed Day, that's the Board of Governors building in Washington, D.C. Can't quite see, anyways. So they're meeting there. They met yesterday, and they're meeting today in this thing they call the Federal Open Market Committee meeting. Cool. Anyways, let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. So sit back a little bit. Hi, my name is Wayne. I'm going to sneeze. Oh no, don't sneeze. I'm the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay. I'm going to sneeze. Oh. The Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com. Thank you so much for being a client. Everybody, throw your diamonds in the sky. Throw your diamonds in the sky. Nice. Thank you for being a client. I do these sessions for you every single day, Monday through Friday, here at Forex.Today. Except this Friday is special. It's the first Friday of the month, and that's Trade Non-Farm Payrolls Live, which I do at FX Street, which I've been doing for pretty close to 12 years. Cool. But besides that, I'm a newbie, so I'm here to share my experiences with you. Cool. So I brought an old friend to the webinar today. I was poking around in Google Drive, found an old friend, and she posts daily pivots, Fibonacci levels, high, low, and close levels. Cool, right? This is particularly great if you're scalping. You can see here's yesterday's low, this is today's bottom. Today's R1, daily R1 is today's high. And in there, you'll see 3 gray lines, one here, one here, one here. Those are Fibonacci lines. Yeah, it was, eh? Daniel says a long time ago. Yeah, a couple of years, I think. Yeah, well, Ryan, you've seen this before. I think you even have it. And anyways, cool. You sure? Wow. Gee whiz, Ryan. Really? I know, right? Wow. Sometimes I don't know who you are. So anyways, so I got that there. I don't know if it's relevant or important. Okay. I was trying to get this working, and I haven't had time. Yeah. Well, you must be kneeling on the broom handle of reality. All right, so anyways, let's flip over. Let's get to It's time to trade the peso. So there's the peso. We set this up Friday last week, Wednesday last week maybe. I know we've talked about it a couple of times. I haven't really touched it. This first gray zone is an area in which we may consider possibly selling the USD Mexican peso, but not until today. Huh, well, it's called the Mind Your Own Business indicator, Ryan. Yeah. Hang on. So let's change this template anyways. We'll do all pivots or something. And if you want, Ryan, I can add it. Insert indicator custom daily intel. And this indicator is called FX Bootcamp Daily Intel. Yeah. And so anyways, I'm going to click yes. Well, actually, I can go here. Inputs. You can choose what type of pivots. I'm going to put this on. And change this to 4. Time zone can be adjusted. Blah, 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 blah. Let's try a couple of changes here. Let's try all that. Okay. You'll see it's most important when you're on 5-minute charts or less. It hasn't populated yet, but hang on. So let's back out a bit. So we know the last day of the month / first day of the month / first Friday of the month is when we would start to look for USD Mexican peso falling. Is that correct? Okay. We knew last week, we talked about it saying, yes, we were at resistance, but we couldn't go yet because it was too early, right? What about Monday? Still too early. Double top, Wayne. I know it's still too early. You need to wait. Kind of thing, right? Whatever. And here we are. There's the last day of the month. Just magically, peso got strong. And it'd be quite a coincidence if it fell down to the lower level today. Then tomorrow, I think it'll be kind of sideways, and then maybe Friday down again. And then after that, don't know a dang thing. But, and that is a big but, it's nice that this occurred on the last day of the month, right? Do some people get paid on the last day of the month? October 31st, that is my date of birth. I got to the party and I did the Smurf. I get it. I got it. I know it good. My rhymes are tight. You wish you could. Right? Anyways, I just had a moment of inspiration there. Yeah, so it's kind of nice, right? The nice part is it's logical. Some Mexican Americans, and this might be total nonsense, but this is how I look at it. some Mexican Americans got paid on Friday and sent some money home back to mom and pa, grandma and grandpa, son and daughter, wife and wife and wife, wife one, wife two, wife three. I wonder why he left. Anyways, sent some money home back to Mexico. That's the logic. And so could be a total random walk, sure. But at least it randomly went in the direction we were hoping. Right? And bear in mind, again, this was like, yes, it is at resistance, not a good time to trade. Yes, we're at resistance, not a good time to trade. You know, you're early, and then this is the proper day. Okay? And you say, well, Wayne, well, this fell a ton, even more. Yeah, but it's unpredictable. Wayne, well, it fell here. Yeah, but it was like less likely. The fact that you were thinking about it here and then it fell is good. And then today, maybe it falls some more. Great. Tomorrow, it's not really a payday, so I don't think it would head down. Maybe it's sideways, maybe it's up. And then Friday, maybe one more move like this. But we've probably gone through most of the 2.43 billion. So what are we going to call this? 1.2 billion? So maybe we have another $1.2 billion move. I don't know, right? Just remind yourself that that's not a technical play. So you have to start with the fundamentals first, then go into the technicals. Okay? You know, says it fell at the top of the, yeah, but I'm not playing it like a technical trade. That might be true. That's not how I think of it. That's not how I planned for it. But you could, I mean, let's say you trade peso. Great. I only do it under that one circumstance. So anyways, whatever. We're waiting, maybe, just maybe, November starts bullish on the Aussie yen. Is that correct? Do I understand that correctly? That we are waiting, even though Aussie yen has fallen for an entire month, we are waiting and even expecting for Aussie yen to go up starting the first day of November. So what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that have said yes. 6 people. Okay. 7. Thank you. And based on the swing trading course, this is the area, isn't it? Oops. Like, right? It's this area here is your buy zone. Right? Interesting, right? Watch the swing trading course videos again. You're like, oh, if you're a bull, you want to buy there. Oh, how lovely, right? Till you're mum. The problem is it's a very disappointing area. Now, what if you are a bear? Jorge's up 53. Right on, Jorge. Boom. Psh. What if you're a bear? get that out so it's not so interfering. Yeah, if you're a burr, this is it, man. You're on prime time now. If you're a burr, this is it. So let's say this differently. If I wanted to sell the Aussie yen and hold it for most of the month of November, I would be getting ready like right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. You understand that? Right here, right now. Not there, not there, not there, not there. Right here. Okay? And the only people that are going to stop you are the ones that did this. So I don't really care what you do. I just care that you're in at a good price. Okay? So do you think some people might be playing this as a 618 Fibonacci retracement? In that case, they're going for the 1382, and that puts us at, what do you want to call it, 92? You know, the funny thing is, I drew that probably 2 months ago. What? See, it's already here. What? Elias. Genius, genius, genius. It's already on the chart, bro. It's already on the chart. Now, I'll tell you what, looking at this technically, it sucks. So don't get all excited. That sucks. This sucks. To be looking at this pattern, right? And then get this pattern after, sucks. It's not good. I had serious doubts of getting that high up there. In fact, maybe, as you can see already here, I have this outlined. Remember, I did this last month before this red zone was even printed today. This red zone just appeared today. I already had this as the challenge zone. And it almost feels like, to me, up until Thanksgiving and then down for the rest of the year, which sucks because that's not what I was hoping for. I have to get a new Buddha. My Buddha is broken. Because I wanted, yeah, I'd like this to go to 92, sure enough. Actually, I'd like it to go higher than 92. So anyways, that's a real letdown. It's a real letdown. This time of year, I'd rather be rallying it up than collapsing. Okay. Now we got our boy Beast. We'll do the pig later. Okay. But okay. Whatever. I'd like to congratulate us, however. It is the first day of November. On the third week of August, it's November, guys. The third week of August, actually, it goes back further than that. The beginning of August, we had talked about the range in oil prices are about to change, that I don't think we're going to be at 40 and 30 anymore, that was done. And then we need to change our bias for with the idea that the low has already been printed in the market and we were not going to make another low. Therefore, we need to adjust our range upward from to a 45-55 range. And we said that when we were at 50, so that the new bottom would be 45, and that would predict a new top of 55. How many people can confirm that that's what we talked about in the middle of, or beginning to middle of August? They would fall back down to 45 and then go from 45 to 55. Cool. So, all right. So anyways, I don't know, a dozen or so people confirming. Cool, because we just hit 55. Nice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 weeks in advance. Cool. Nice. Cool. Right? From 45 to 55, Jorge, the new range. Now you can see that I have two arrows drawn from this macro arrow to this micro arrow. Okay? This one here, you see? And then, oops, this one here. Okay, see? Yeah! So that's where we are now. And Robert's like, okay, great, genius, now what? Well, I don't know, that's why we need to do our analysis. Okay. Now we need to do our analysis, right? Robert says thinking of taking profit. Well, that is we've hit the conservative target for the week. Now it could go up another $10. I can't tell you if it will or not, but technical analysis tells us that 55.25 is the conservative target for the week. So you're either conservative or you're not conservative. Okay. The aggressive target is 55.68. So if you're doing a weekly trade, you're supposed to 100% of the time get out at 55.68. So it's more like you're thinking of taking profit, but you've been thinking for 4 hours about, your job is to get out. You don't think about it. You think about it on the way up because you've thrown away more than, let's say, about 25 cents. That's $250 because you didn't make a decision. We don't like that. Okay, Erica says, what causes the divergence between the value of the Canadian dollar and oil? Well, that would have to do with macroeconomic policy of their central bank. Right? Or whoever's buying oil isn't buying it from Canada. It's another way of looking at it. Okay. So anyways, yeah, so when price is on the way up, make a decision. If you hit the red zone, are you done for the week, yes or no? Well, if you thought 55 was also top-ish, and you hit the projected top for the week, well, maybe you should take profit. But like those $250 should be in the bank already. It shouldn't be like I'm thinking about it. You're still thinking about it. Like you're supposed to be thinking about it on the way up. So I don't know. It could head up here and then die, right? So going back to the question, now what, genius? Well, we need to do some new analysis, right? We got to look at things fundamentally. We need to look at the fundamentals of the oil market, macroeconomics of the overall global market. We need to look at supply side and demand side, right? Curves, if you will, and readjust and see, what should happen. Will it pull back? And if so, where? Down to 53 and then back up? Yeah, maybe. Are there pivots that suggest down at the moment? Because remember, when I picked 55, that was in August, the middle of August, early August. So now we're here, like, things have changed since the early August. So I got you here, but now we have to figure out what's going to happen over the next few weeks. And so now you have to do new analysis, right? This could just keep going up. All we knew is stop selling. I mean, that's a key thing, right? So let's regroup. Are there any other pivots that would make this want to come down? Well, we're nowhere near the monthly target. The monthly target is 58. Right? 58's a long ways away. That's $3,000 away. Okay? But, wouldn't it be cool if it came down first and then up? That would be better. It'd be because we could catch it. So now we could be like a 53.63 range, 55.65 range. 55 is a little too high, right? 50 is a little too low. What's going to happen around Thanksgiving? Yeah, so maybe this spikes up early and then collapses. I don't know. So now we need to do our work. Why don't we let non-farm payrolls come out? And we'll see how the demand side is. What about supply side? How are we doing there? Where do we get supply side information? Yeah, EIA and IEA. Okay. Cool, right? Sweet. Sweet. Yes. So I look at this, and the market behaved very logically to me. It went up, it got stuck, right, in the 50 area for a while, a little just above 50, just below 50, but eventually did what it wanted to do, or what it was supposed to do, let's say. I don't know if it wanted to. But like, little patterns. Do you remember me drawing this range? I mean, look how it broke out, retraced, and put us long again. I mean, that's just so straightforward textbook stuff, right? Right? Breakout, pullback, roll reversal in the scene of the crime. Just tradable, man, right? Tradable. It's not sky is falling kind of stuff, right? So what do you want to do here? Hey-ya. Well, you got two choices. Use the moving average or use the pivot. Moving average is support, pivots are resistance. This is technically bullish until you break this low. Okay. So let me give you an example. If it did fall and we had red candles to the central, I would fib this. I would expect a rally, and I would expect a fall, creating a new lower low. Okay. And eventually, we'd go from M3 to M1. Thinking about this top is a little high, I'd probably adjust it more like that. Yeah. So if I was a bear, that's what I'd be setting up, but it's not bearish yet. So what do I do as a bear? Wait for what? Let's be specific. Wait for, not a signal, come on, no. Wait for a lower low, thank you. Then set up the lower high. Cool, right? And you would end up creating something like that. Is it here? Yeah, there it is. Okay? That's what you would be looking for. Something to that effect, or just the head and shoulders type thing, right? If not that, then this. How about look? Let's do it that way. Okay. Although typically this, because it's a neckline, it's still something like that. Either way. Brandon says no opportunity for bulls. Yeah, I just said you use the moving average. So if you're a bull, you're expecting a higher high here, not a lower low, right? So this 21 EMA is your buy zone, your dynamic level of support. Price is above the 21, 21's a bit above the 55, you're bullish, you're aggressive. Just that easy. Okay? And you are bullish until you get the lower low. Well, I've been invited back to China to speak at their. I don't know if I want to be in Shenzhen again. Hey, Daniel? I think I'd rather do Singapore next trip. Maybe Macau. Yeah, Singapore's better. And once you've been to Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Hong Kong, you've kind of done that whole area. You think, oh my God, I gotta go back to South China again. Yeah. So, anyways, make a plan here. Yeah. So, anyways, that was China Forex Expo pinging me. Like, I don't know. So you got to pick a team, guys. If you're bullish, you have a setup setting up. If you're bearish, you're waiting for a setup. But either way, you have a plan, Stan. Singapore's not too damn hot this time of year. Okay, big dog. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play. So if you bought it down at support on Monday, you already done for the week. How does that feel? So let's review. If you're a swing trade, if you took the swing trading course, right? This is the buy area. This is the sell area. So if you bought on Monday, you've hit your conservative target and you're done. If you sold on Tuesday, it moved sideways for a few hours, knocked you out for a small loss. But either way, you're done for the week. Huh. Now this sets up a counter trend trade plausibility. I'm not a big fan of counter trend trading, but yes, some ugly PA price action, but it's more range bound, right? So you're not going to get good price action in a range anyways, right? I mean, this is clearly sideways, right? So this is why I'm bringing up the counter trend trade, because it's a valid trade in of itself, but in particular in a sideways market, right? The counter trend says if you hit your target early in the week, you're allowed to look for a sell, okay? Back, and your target would be here. Your conservative target, your aggressive target would be back at the bottom because it's range bound. Well, any questions? Okay, so you might want to look for some sort of price action. Well, right, you have to break areas in which bulls would buy. Okay. Okay. If it formed a double top in a reversal zone, then you're already thinking about it reversing. Yeah, Brandon says, well, maybe, well, it wouldn't be a monthly trade, it'd be weekly, because this is a weekly top. That's why I said this would be your conservative target, this would be aggressive target. You kind of, yeah, okay, but you kind of want to be in before it happens, right? Before the BOE. No, 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 no. This is pound dollar. We were talking about pound yen. Also, that's a monthly play. We're talking about a weekly play as well. You're on a different time frame than our conversation. Okay. Now, these are good things that you're bringing up, right? These are good things you're bringing up. But some people might have missed that. But I hope you appreciate that you can't stuff a monthly plan into a weekly chart or a weekly chart plan into a daily chart or something, right? And the reason for that, we're talking about price action. Where's my mouse? Okay, the basis of price action is, right, higher high, higher low, higher high, or the opposite, right? So this might be a monthly move up from here to here, and this might be 3 weeks of down. That doesn't kill your monthly next up. It just needs to head down, consolidate, and then start reversing and going up like this, right? Because even this is going to look like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher low, right? So on a monthly, we're still talking about this, but on a daily or weekly, there's still going to be pullbacks. That's called fractal geometry. Okay. It follows Einstein's theory of relativity, where we're in the price-time continuum, right? And everything is relative to your point of view, meaning your time, the time frame you're sitting on. But the time itself is always the same. And 10:30 is 10:30, 10:33 is 10:33, no matter what chart you're on. And the price is always the same price, no matter what chart you're on. So all you're changing is your point of view from what point in the price-time continuum are you observing the observable. It's all relative to your observation point. So oil topping out, pound dollar topping out, Aussie stinking about it, gold. I think we're on the last desperate level of support for gold. It's interesting that it made the low back into the zone, and now it's trying to make a high off the M2, which makes our target up there. That means dollar weakness. That could mean yens are going to go up. Oh, snap. Thank you. 235 ADP. Cool. Appreciate that, Sylvester. Could we have yen weakness approaching? Let's not do this one. Let's do the other one. Yeah, this one. So yesterday, I think I spent the vast majority of our hour and a half together talking about what? We would have been down in here. What did we spend the vast majority of New York in? We were in this area yesterday. In here. Were we talking about up or were we talking about down? Four people said up, 5 people, 6 people said up, 7 said up. Pete's already up 230 pips. Sweet. Brooke bought it there too. So I'm accepting donations for cigars. You go to jrcigar.com and you buy a virtual gift card. Wayne at fxbootcamp.com. Forgiveness is up 160. Brady's up 247. Nice. Robert's pissed off. He's only up 150. Sorry, Robert. You snooze, you lose. Cool. Now, I spent like a good part of an hour slapping you around, right? That was tough love yesterday, wasn't it? And I said, you missed the last one. What the hell are you going to do? What changes are you going to make? Right? You're not going to miss this next one, are you? Well, I'm glad to see at least 4 or 5 of you. Right? Are reaping the benefits, I suppose. All right, Jorge's up 230. Sweet. jrcigars.com. Click on gifts, click on virtual gift card. Giveness says, I need to refine my entries because I'm 150 pips slow. Yeah. Yeah. We all have room for refining, you bet. Anyways, cool. We are in a place where a bear would sell. That was the other point. Uh-oh. We are in a place where other people would sell, which we talked, right? Now what's going on? Right? So now what? Well, you got some decisions to make. How aggressive are you? Or is it wise at some point, like let's say either 152 or 152.50, to take some profit? Or do you feel comfortable leaving your stop down here and walking away? Can't make decisions after the fact. Live and let die. Right? Have you decided? I'll tell you what, why don't you post your plan on Forex.Today and make like a written contract with yourself? Okay. Robert already scaled out a bit. That means it's not a swing trade. Okay. So you have to decide, is it a weekly swing? Is it a monthly swing? Right? So on and so forth. See, I don't understand that logic, Jody. I don't mean to pick on you, and I know Marina's like that. So there's what, two dudes now, right? That are posting on a regular basis that are linking to other sites, but they're not rude or obtrusive. And if you posted your trade plans, first it would drown them out, but I don't understand what they're posting and why that would prevent you from posting. You're supposed to be posting to improve as a currency trader. Unless I'm missing something, please tell me. I mean, they're not in your face, right? And there's one guy, I forget his name, but they're not half bad plans, and they're not obvious in your face sales pitches. Am I wrong? I think it's only two people, right? We'll find out. Forex.Today. It's a little slow with me running webinars. Let me get back to the webinar. I can't see you guys. Where are you? There we are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. if the 100 people that show up every day posted once, these guys would be drowned out, but they're not horrible advertisements, are right. Again, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I apologize. This is slow. I'm sorry, with running the website. And that's not the greatest post in the world, but I find it helpful. No? Here's one with a logo on it. It's about the same, isn't it? Kiwi yen. Again, it's not the most helpful, but it's something. Beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. Right? No one's left a reply. No one's given it a like. I think Mike is the guy that bothers you guys, right? So this is an example of one that you guys don't like, right? I know Marina's left him a few bad comments. But am I wrong? Like, what's so bad about this? Crude oil reached one of the most important resistance long term. WTI oil futures seem to reflect growing hopes of resolving major issues with President. Okay. So yeah, I guess reading more takes you to another website. That's not unusual on these types of sites, right? I don't know. Again, if I'm wrong, I don't find that too offensive. But again, if there's 100 people here, post one trade plan a day, that stuff would just be drowned out. Look, if you guys post more, if you want, like tell me what you want. Instead of me going through my charts every day, do you want me to spend at least 20 minutes a day going through your trade plans posted on Forex.Today? Why don't we do that? I'll do one or two or three if you want. I'll pull it right off the website and we'll go through your charts. Really? You guys don't like that, huh? Webinar is fine. Okay. All right. Well, I want you to, I don't know how you're going to improve if you're not posting one trade a plan a day. Right? So how about this? Will you please post trade plans on Forex.Today? Would you please? Yeah, maybe once a week we can spend some time. By the way, there were a couple of guys, probably 2 or 3, that were posting stuff that I thought was inappropriate. It was too salesy. So I deleted them. So I'm not fighting against the feedback. I love your feedback. I appreciate your feedback. It's our community. Okay? So I would encourage the fellow community members to post some trade plans. And if you don't like those guys, see, right? Do you know you can follow people? Right? You can create your own experience. John, I do. It's just been a tough week with all my midterm examinations. Okay? So now I'm following Cero, and every time Cero posts a trade plan, I'm alerted. So I can follow the posters that I like most. I don't have to follow the other guys if I don't like them. Okay? Cool, right? Anyways, what time is it? 8:30. So we got some time. So here's Kiwi dollar. Yeah, I agree with that bottomish idea. Monthly M2, that is the right place to bounce it. A higher high, higher low would be great off the roll reversal. Pound dollar at the M2, so or Kiwi dollar, I should say. So let's go to my Kiwi dollar. Where's my Kiwi dollar? There it is. Yeah, look, Cero's getting the setup. So Cero says here, look to buy, then the higher high, higher low. Here's the roll reversal. Okay, now obviously Kiwi's been weak for a very long time, so the only play you got is the monthly pivot cluster. So I'd put the stop here, risk a little bit, and maybe you'll make something, right? So I can do things like I can turn on EA, I can throw this here, throw down an OCO. Oops, I'll do an auto stop. I'm going to have a 50 pip stop. I'm going to have a 300 pip limit. Okay. Boom, boom. So I wish that was a little more. About 80 pips. Yeah, any video training courses are at fxbootcamp.com. Okay. So cool, right? So I just got that trade plan from Cero's post. Cool. Thank you, Cero. Well played. And that ain't working. It's just not working. I have to figure it out. Anyways, I was hoping to get that clock going. Yeah, I did set an 80 pip stop loss on that. Yes, Jonathan. Originally, I put it at 55, and then I moved it to, or 50. So I have an 8,300. Okay. But imagine that, right? Imagine that you spent the time, like Sarah did, to map it out on the 4-hour chart and then on the 1-hour chart and say that you're looking for a higher high, higher low, 1, 2, 3, with your stop just below there. And that's a trade plan, right? Just imagine the first thing that'll change if you posted trade plans before making any trade. Like, you can't take the trade until you post it. Every single stupid reactionary price chasing trade that you used to do will go away. If you had one simple rule for your rules of engagement, you are not allowed to trade until you have written out in detail your trade plan on Forex.Today. You understand? If you can't do that, then you're winging it. And you will not be consistent. And when you're not consistent, you're not going to be confident. And when you're not confident, you're not going to be successful. You're just not. I don't know any other way of saying it. If you just sit down and boo, 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 look at this, look at that, sell high, buy low, it just ain't going to work. I've been saying it for 12 years, right? Plan your trades. Let your winners run. These are pretty basic but powerful concepts, right? Peter says you'll need to be a Kiwi bull to be in that trade. That is true now, isn't it? Now, the interesting part of that is maybe I'm not a Kiwi bull, but maybe we're in a bullish area, right? Like this. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have taken the shot. So it's like I'm not really Kiwi bull. Gold might go up, which might produce some dollar weakness. That could happen. That might happen. But if it was going to happen anywhere, it would happen at this price. So what the hell? Why not? Would I do it somewhere else? No, I probably wouldn't do it somewhere else. Okay, you see? It fits the rules of engagement, so to speak. If I'm going to do a reversal type swing, that's where it's going to be. Worst case scenario, I think it'll bounce around this area for a while. Maybe I'm in this for a week. Or this just totally collapses and takes me out and I lose 80 pips, but that would be irrelevant for me. Who cares? But it's not every day where you get consolidation at support and then a higher high, then a lower low, right? It does happen, but that's not your typical MO, is it? The typical MO is like this now. And the next challenge will be here, in which I will move my stop to break even or closer. You see? So I don't know. So please, help yourself. Please, help yourself by posting your trade plans. If you'd like me to review them, just ask. You don't want me to review them, don't ask. How about that? Maybe one day someone could say, can you look at my post and give me feedback? You know what? I'm open to that. Let's make this more than an entertaining hour where you just get some Wayne time, get some laughs in, yada, yada, yada. Right? Let's be interactive. Would you guys like to analyze live charts with me in the webinar? Meaning, I'll have you call me. I'll put you in as a presenter, and you can share your charts, walk me through a trade plan, and I'll ask you questions about your charts. The funny thing is when I mentor people, and they're like, Wayne, I'm struggling, I'm not getting anything consistent, I can't get past break even, can you help me? And I say, all right, pay me a ton of money, and they do. And then they show me their charts. And I'm like, oh my God, you trade on this crap? Really? This is what you try to do? Anyways. Yeah, Adam has done this faux show, and it is very positive, isn't it, Adam? Adam, when we did that, what, 5 years ago? Right? I mean, yeah. 3? All right, 3. All right, but I'm not going to do it unless you're posting. You need to contribute to the community. See, I got you, Jody. Jody's like, dang it! But that other guy, Mike, don't worry about Mike. Mike's not hurting anybody. All right, well then let's do that. Let's all re-up then. I feel like that's what this is. I feel like we're all re-enlisting, and in the elite forces now, not the general forces, right? So, right, you will post more and leave comments for other people, and I will bring you closer to me in these webinars. If you want me to review your chart, I will. And from time to time, we'll have a guest. One of you will join me in the webinar, and we will go through we'll have the guest go through charts with me. How does that smell? What do you stink? Smell like a plan? Yeah, Mike, I'm good with that. What we will do, Mike, is we'll broadcast your MT4 charts, and I will ask you questions as you go through, and I'll like set something up. Let's go through a trade plan together. Start on the 4-hour. What do you see? And you'll switch it over, and I'll say, what the hell are you talking about? That's ridiculous! And he'll say, oh, don't yell at me in front of everybody. I'll rub your nose in it. I'll slap you around. And I'll say, you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing the whole community. You're making a mockery of everything. I mean, if that's the worst I could do, right? Yeah. Wow, that's old, Peter. That's old. How long ago did that? You're talking a long time ago, the cornfields. Yeah, Kitty Cali, but like, how long ago was that? Whew. That is 6 years ago. Maybe longer, huh? Yeah. I used to do speeches about trading other people's money, right? Where like 19 months in a row you make money for your client, and then you have one bad month and you get buried in the cornfields. Nobody sees you again. Yeah, that's it. Cornfields for you, son. Yeah. But I was profitable 19 months in a row. Shut up! Throwing sand on you. Yeah. Have you ever seen was it Casino? Yeah, or out in the between Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Yeah. Cornfield. So we used to yell that all the time. That's a cornfields trade. And it's funny though, it's true. 19 months in a row you've made money for your client. And you go in and you're like, hey, look at all this money I made you. And they're like, why didn't you make me more? I'm like, dude, this is actually a high return. This is a lot of money. We really nailed it. They're like, it should have been more money. How come it wasn't more money? And then, right, you make, 15% is amazing. You're right. So you have a 15%. So you've made this guy like 40% for the year, and then you have a 2% drawdown. Yeah, and they're bitching and complaining like it's the end of the world. What the hell? I'm like, dude, you're still up 38% for the year. You lost 2%. I'm like, well, the whole market collapsed. Everybody lost 10%. And I only lost 2. Shut up and get in the hole. Right? They're like, hey, what's that on the ground? Whoa! Get in the hole. So anyways, that's reality. That's life. So anyways, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. We're going to get good here. We're going to get really good. Right? So I'll make the effort to make this even more in your living room. We'll go to your office. But you need to put up your side of the bargain too. I want, right? You need solid written trade plans posted before you can pull the trigger. And if you can't do that, you're just reactionary. Yeah, got it, Mike. Cool, right? Huh? Right? I'm looking you in the eye. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Industry charts. Google it. I mean, there's a bajillion. Bigcharts.com, right? Anyone got a suggestion for Craig? Real times global stock industry charts. Most likely S&P 500 and DAX is what Craig's looking for. Trading view? That doesn't sound good. No, that sounds terrible. Anybody else? Mm-hmm. Trading economics is great. Do they have live charts though, Brooke? Bloomberg? Yeah, okay. They're probably a little wonky though. Right. I imagine Craig's asking for live charts. Trading Economics, guys, is a great site. You should check it out. That's where you're like, oh my God, really? Yeah, right? You're like, this is like, I think this is what I have been missing, but I didn't know I was missing it. Hey, Ryan, that's probably their motto. Trading Economics. You can't do you can't do macro without it. Anyways. All right, let's go. See you tomorrow, guys. Good luck with the non. It's not a real live meeting, the FOMC, right? So if anything, they hint that they'll do something in D's, right? You see what I mean? So it's all about the D's, about their D's next monthly. All about the D's, raise the interest rate. Yeah. We'll do that one together. Maybe last December I was in the beautiful Caribbean, live from the Four Seasons. I had a suite at the Four Seasons on a golf course. Sucked. Hey, would you like a water? Yeah, I'd like a water. Oh, by the way, I charge you $10. What the hell? Why don't you tell me that before you ask me if I want a $10 water? Oh, well, I'd have to charge you $3 to tell you. I mean, there's a place, man. Man, I'm in the Caribbean on the beach. You charging me for water? Like a sandwich and a Coke. That'd be $45. What the hell? Like, really? Oh my God, you're killing me on the nightly fees. Oops. Killing me on the nightly fees. You can't even give me a lousy water. Ritz-Carlton doesn't do that to you, Galvin. I'm at the Ritz-Carlton in Hong Kong, and I'm like, hey, can I have a bag? I'm like, what do you need a bag for, sir? Well, I'm going to stuff it full of Japanese beer and take it down to my room. No joke. They're like, yeah, we have a bag for that. And they go and they get a bag, and I'm like, hey, so I start like grabbing beers out of the fridge, and I'm like stuffing it in the bag. They're like, no, sir, let me do it. And they're stuffing my bag full of, Sapporo. Stuffing it full of Sapporo, and they're like, is 6 enough, sir? And I said, well, I was thinking more like 12. No joke, right? And they're like, okay, we'll need another bag. And I'm like, no, I'm joking. 6 is enough. I mean, I'm just joking with you. They're like, oh, yeah, that's funny. But they totally were going to do it. Right? Four Seasons are like, hey, it's 9,000 degrees out here and it's windy, so you're probably extremely dehydrated. We know you have a $1,500 a night room, but would you like some water, sir? Yeah, water would be great. Okay, good. $10. I'm going to put that on your room and not tell you about it. You'll find out when you check out. I'm like, you're not even going to put it in a glass and give me some like cucumber and rub it on my face or something? I mean, oy vey. Yeah, Ritz-Carlton, huh? So anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Beep, beep.